Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss thread life cycle. So, thread life cycle demonstrates different states of a thread from the thread creation to thread completion. So, the different states are first one is new state, that is, this is thread creation state. Next one is ready to run state. Next one is running state. Running state. The next one is thread blocked state and terminated. These are the different states of a thread life cycle. Now, we will discuss one by one. Initially, the thread is thread creation. What is mean by thread creation? A new thread is created in your system. Simply, a new thread is created. It does not start any execution, just a new thread. Once the thread is created successfully, now the thread is enter into a ready to run state. Ready to run in the sense the thread is ready for execution. Whenever the CPU is available, immediately the thread starts its execution. Okay, that is simply ready for execution. What happened? Here, third one is running state. Running state in the sense execution. So here, multiple threads are available in the ready to run state. From these multiple threads, we have one thread scheduler is there. What the thread scheduler do? Scheduler means it schedules the threads in which order the threads are to be executed. So the thread scheduler select the thread and then move into running state. During the running state, if completed successfully, so my operation is completed successfully. That is called thread completion state. Thread completion state. Suppose during this one, if any event occurred, what happened? Immediately it will move to the blocked state. Whenever an event occurred, immediately it entered into the blocked state. Okay, here the blocked state means a thread will be blocked depending on many reasons. Suppose one is wait method, the thread will be blocked until it receives a notify. Sleep method, so this particular amount of time the thread is blocked. Now, along with blocked on IO. So, for input output operation, the thread will be blocked. Blocked to join. Now, blocked to lock. Like this, different regions for blocking. Anyway, whenever an event occurred, it enter into blocked state. After that, that is, if the event is completed, again it enter into the ready state. Now, thread scheduler, again select this one. Here the thread scheduler select the thread based on different algorithms. So, thread scheduler will schedule the threads from the ready to running state by using two types of algorithms. One is time slicing algorithm, or second one is priority based algorithm. By using any one algorithm, it selects. First, what is mean by time slicing? Time slicing means all the threads executed simultaneously based on some time. For example, in my system, I have T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Five threads are there. I given time slice of 2 seconds. What happened? First to T1 executes for 2 seconds, even though the total is not completed. It stops. T2 executes for 2 seconds. Next to T3, next to T4, next to T5. Again T1, T2, T3. So, based on the time slice, thread scheduler select the thread, enter into the running state. Once the time slice is completed, once the time slice is completed, again it move back to the running ready state. Move back to the ready state. Okay. So by default, thread scheduler uses time slicing algorithm. Time slicing algorithm is the default algorithm. Or else it uses priority based algorithm. What is the priority based? Each and every thread have some priority. So generally the priorities are numbered from 1 to 10. 1 is the lowest priority for a thread, 10 is the highest priority for a thread. By default, every thread has a priority 5. Every thread has a priority 5. That means at the time of enter into the thread into the ready state, I set the priority. For example, T1 is the thread, set priority of some 6. Meaning is I will set the priority of thread is T1 is 6. So among all the available threads, it select the thread which has the highest priority. Select the thread which has the highest priority by using any one of the thread scheduler. We are thread scheduler. We are selecting the thread from ready to running. Clear? Now what you need to know? Whenever an event occurred, entered into blocking state. Generally, this is the temporary blocking. Generally, temporary blocking. This is called thread block state. So, if any one of this event, whatever it is, if any one of this event occurred, enter into block. You know that one, wait method. So wait will stop the execution of a thread until it receives a message from notify. Now sleep method. Once the receives the notify message, that means event is completed, thread enter into ready state. Sleep method. What the sleep method do? Simply stop the execution of a thread based on some timer. Based on timer. Once the timer is completed, again the thread moves to ready state. Now, blocked on IO. IO means input output operation. Suppose the thread requires any input output other than CPU. Execution in the sense through CPU. If any input, suppose a printer is needed, a mouse is needed, for that block. Once the input output is completed, released. Now, block to join. Block to join in the sense, in case of thread dependencies. Dependency in the sense, one thread needs to wait until other thread is executed. So after completion of this thread only, the second thread needs to be executed. For example, right now T1 is executed, but T1 is completed only when T3 is completed. So if T1 is waited, that is block to join, block to lock. So block to lock means you know that's one. So if you are doing a locking operation, either synchronized block or synchronized method locking operation, this one. So generally this is called temporary blockage. Temporary blockage. Suppose if the event is not completed, assume event is not completed, then the thread does not move to ready state. That is called deadlock. Now the thread enter into deadlock. So what is meant by deadlock? Deadlock is simply permanent blockage of thread. So any one of the event from the block could state this one happened permanently. Then the thread will move to, then the thread will enter into deadlock. Will enter into deadlock. Clear the difference? This is called thread blocked state. This is also called as live lock state. So this is the entire life cycle of a thread. Entire life cycle of a thread. So that's the end of today's session. Thank you.